If you had to play men's doubles, where would you rank yourself in men's?
Who is my partner?
You and Tyson.
Me and Tyson.
Take my spot. Take my spot.
That's pretty insane, James.
That's pretty solid. Are we starting? Okay, so we've got Anna Leigh Waters on the podcast. Number one female pickleball player in the world. Number one draft pick. And so thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course, James. It's going to be fun.
So our first match, we play Milwaukee in like 15 hours. So
Okay.
How do you feel about our team going into this weekend?
I'm excited. I kind of helped Ryan in picking some of the players. James was my first pick, so a lot of pressure on you, James, in this upcoming MLP. But no, I'm super excited. We have Leigh and Hayden. I feel like our team is just really good at singles, honestly. So I feel like if we go to a Dream Breaker, it's kind of like a dream for us because we know we're going to win that. But hopefully we don't get there. I'm super excited, especially to play at 8 a.m. The ball's going to be super hard and we can just rip it.
Yeah, I think in singles we're going to be really tough. I mean, on paper we might have the best Dream Breaker team of all time.
I think so. I read something yesterday and somebody said they ranked us to win the first MLP.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
we're an
wow.
A++++++ team.
Well, I'm happy to know that I was, I guess it does make sense. Anna Leigh and Leigh were picking that second pick, and it was me. I knew I was playing for something in those rec games at your courts.
We're always watching you and analyzing you, James. Just remember that.
Okay, that's a little. Oh no. So we actually played pickleball with our team's general manager, Ryan Harwood. I don't know if Ryan won any games. What do you think about? What are your comments on Ryan's game?
Well, I think we won, and you guys just took that one game away from us. I remember thinking that we won that match, and then everybody's saying that we actually didn't. So I either have the memory of a goldfish or we actually won that match.
I don't know. I don't think you guys won. I mean, you played great, but Ryan, Ryan actually told me, he texted me and said that he was a 5-0 before. He was like, yeah, I'm a 5-0, and not sure if that was the case. I think he might have been a 4-5. But
okay.
So you play less pickleball than I do.
I
everyone
think that's
does.
most people. Yeah,
everybody does. But you only seem to play like once a day or so. So what do you do outside of pickleball?
So I play pickleball, I would say like 5 days a week. So not quite every day. I'm not like James. I've been playing for so long. Like when I first started playing, I was like James, I was an addict. But now I feel like 5 days is good for me. So I'll play like 2.5 hours of pickleball, and then I'll go to the gym for 5 days a week also for like 2 hours. So.
Okay. Outside of that,
I do school.
Oh, school.
Yeah. I only have like a year and a half left though, so I'm almost out.
Okay.
And then I will never go back.
Okay, so you're not thinking about going to college, you think?
I mean, maybe in the future after pickleball, but right now pickleball is just doing so well for me that, it wouldn't really make sense to do.
Yeah, pickleball's doing pretty well for you. It's doing a lot worse for me, and I actually left college, so I guess that makes sense.
Left college for pickleball, yeah.
Yep.
I probably would have done the same thing. I don't blame you, James.
Yep. So we've got these are some questions from fans.
Oh.
Question number one.
Fans of you or fans of me?
Oh,
James?
I don't have fans. Fans of you.
Okay.
So, question number one. What age could Hayden Patriquin tell you that he was? What's the oldest age that he could tell you that he was where you would believe him?
18.
Okay. What's the youngest age that he could tell you that he was that you would believe him?
16.
Oh, come on. He could tell me he was 12. I wanted Anna Leigh to say 12 there.
I'll be nice. Probably 12, but since I've talked to him, so like after speaking with him, I would think older, but if I just like saw him from a distance, I could go with like 13 maybe. But like talking to him, 16.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So I took that into account.
Okay.
But just looking at it might be different. But.
Okay. Because it's funny. This is a funny story. We were practicing.
James, why don't you ask that about you though? Same question about you. Yeah.
About what I think, how old I think Hayden could be?
No. Ask me how old I think you could be max and how young.
Oh gosh. Okay, what do you think?
I'll just go ahead and answer it.
Oh, no. What do you think?
So max, I would say 25.
Okay, that's good.
Youngest, 10.
Oh, wow. Wow. So the whole, listening to how people talk. I think Hayden looks a little
older than you do.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I thought you were just basing that on my personality.
When you take the hat off, it gives you a couple more years, but
oh, no.
From the beginning, there you go.
Oh, God. Hats off.
I'm
done.
Flow, James.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. So, actually, yesterday, our team was practicing, and a friend of mine walked by, Andreas. You've played with him.
I played with him,
yeah. And he said, in all seriousness, he was watching us practice, and he said, wow, Anna Leigh's not even the youngest player on her team. And he was referring to Hayden. He actually thought Hayden was 13. And I told him, I just went with it. I think he still thinks that. I was like, yeah, Hayden's the best 13-year-old in the world.
We need to go up to him with Hayden and film that reaction when he finds out.
Yeah, that'd be good. So here's another question from a fan.
Okay.
This is actually a question from me. So
So you're a fan,
I'm
James?
a fan. I'm a big fan.
Nice.
So how many points would you have to give to Christian Alshon, spot him before the game, in skinny singles for it to be fair?
Okay, is he playing with a wooden spoon or is he playing with his paddle?
Oh, he's playing with anything. We'll give him the Diadem Vice. Any paddle.
Why are we playing to 11?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give him the serve, and he can have 10 points.
Oh my gosh. 10 plus the serve?
Yeah.
And what do you think that would be, like 50-50? That'd be fair?
Maybe he might have like a 60% chance of beating me at that point, but I'll give myself 40% of winning that game.
Wow. That's crazy.
No, but actually answering this question, I feel like probably like 4 points.
4 points?
Yeah, 4 points.
I would
give
say
me 4 points and then.
Yeah, I would say probably 5. 5 plus the serve.
Okay.
Wow, that's great. That was a great answer. We'll cut that second part out. We'll just leave the first part. So, you've played a lot with. This is the last Christian question.
Okay.
I promise. We'll leave.
The whole
we'll get away.
podcast is
Yeah. We're gonna get away from Christian.
Okay.
So you've played a lot with Christian.
Right.
I've personally watched you bag Christian. I've seen you hit Christian with the
I bag
ball
a lot of people.
many times.
Yeah.
What would you say the ratio of Christian bagging you to you bagging Christian is?
I definitely have a higher ratio in
It's
this.
way higher. It's way higher.
If we're going off of 10, I would say I probably have 6 and he has 4. I have 7 and he has 3.
Wow. Okay, that was a nice answer.
He's bigger than me, so he obviously gets hit more than I do.
That's true.
My turtle's also really good.
I mean, I would say it was like 8-2, but that's very nice of you. Wow, that's nice.
James is a little more harsh than I am.
I would say so.
What is your bag ratio with Christian? What do you think?
10-0. I've never been bagged by Christian.
Okay.
I'm unbaggable.
I bagged James twice.
Yeah, you can bag me. That's fine. Christian? No, definitely not Christian. This is another question from a fan, a real fan. I mean, I'm a real fan.
You're not
don't
a real
get me
fan?
wrong, but like a fan that doesn't. So, how many men when you clock the ball, like when you sit backhand, you hit it as hard as you can possibly hit it? How many men in the sport at full power can hit it harder than you?
I think you might be one of the few people, James. Honestly, you hit the ball really hard.
Agreed. Thank you.
From the beginning, he's always hit the ball really hard.
It's true.
So, I remember when James put like a vice in his hand, and I just had to walk off the court. I was like, no. I was like, no way. I just can't deal with this.
Yeah, that was insane.
But a lot of guys I play them in mixed doubles, so it's a little different. So they're covering a lot of courts. So like, I feel like that's why my ratio would also be higher in that sense, because in men's doubles they can kind of sit on their side, so it might be a different story. But in mixed, they're covering more court. But you're one of the few guys, James.
Thank you.
One of the few.
Wow. So that's the only one of the few. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm touched. That's amazing. So, who is the toughest player for you to face? Who's the toughest male player for you to face in mixed?
Probably Riley Newman, just because he has really fast hands and he speeds up the ball. He's really aggressive. So when I play him, I have to be more careful about when I speed the ball up, and depending on where I sit, I have to be more careful. So Riley's tough, but I like playing against him because it gives me a challenge. So I like going head to head with Riley.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. So this is my last fan question. So we're all familiar with how good your mom is at pickleball and how good you are. And I'm personally very familiar with your grandpa Neil's game.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the beginning of my pickleball career, he was one of my first opponents, actually, Neil.
I didn't know this.
At Tilbury Tennis Center. I played Neil, and I didn't realize that Neil was your grandpa.
Okay.
Until way after the fact. I was like, oh, I played that guy. I actually lost to Neil. It was a long story. We were up 9-6, and I missed a serve and crumbled mentally, but I lost to Neil, and he was solid. I mean, that guy's got good hands.
That's where I get my power from.
Yeah, that was tough. So my question is, what we all don't know is how good is Steven Waters at pickleball?
So I just want to make one comment. Before I went out on nationals, my mom was injured, obviously, so I had no one to warm me up for singles. So I actually warmed up with Neil Pop for my national singles match.
Wow.
And I ended up winning, so I credit that to his warm-up.
Yeah, all Neil for sure.
But my dad has played a total of probably less than how many I can count on my hand. I bet he's played 3-4 times. I remember once we played in a round robin and me and my dad played together, and trust me, that will never happen again. It was the worst experience ever. It was, he's a golfer, so the ball moving is different from it standing. It's just sitting there, so he hasn't quite figured that out yet. And I remember the next day he woke up that morning, he's like, I have never been more sore in my entire life. It was the funniest thing ever. So he's I would say 3-0.
Oh, okay.
And he switches hands when he plays. So he'll hit a forehand, and he's ambidextrous. So he'll switch to his, and it's not a good look.
That's
so
funny.
he vows to never play pickleball ever again and just stick to carrying the bags, getting the water. He tries to coach us every now and then, and sometimes my mom will tell him to get out. All she does is this motion, and he's out of the facility. So it's just really funny, but he tries. He's tried 3-4 times.
Does he like coming to the tournaments?
Yeah, he does. He likes coming to the tournaments, but he just doesn't like playing the sport itself. So no one should come up to my dad and ask how is pickleball such a great sport? Because he's going to be I don't like playing pickleball.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so it's really good because if we were all pickleball addicts, it might be a little crazy in our house.
Yeah, okay. So now it is time to move on to rapid fire questions.
Uh-oh.
My first rapid fire question is, what's your favorite food?
I don't really have a favorite food. It depends on the day. So I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be I want a cheeseburger today, or I want pizza today, or I want, So I don't really have a favorite food. Right now I would say Mexican food, just in that genre, is my favorite, nachos.
Okay.
If I had to pick one, it would be nachos. The healthiest thing for you.
Okay. Do you eat pretty healthy?
Usually. I'll usually eat healthy throughout the day, and then at dinner I'll have a burger or something like that.
Okay.
But I eat pretty healthy, yeah.
Okay. And you said you don't like to eat breakfast that much?
I don't. I'm like James in that sense.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm not
really
a
like
breakfast guy.
I eat lunch pretty early, 11:30-ish.
Okay.
So I don't know, some people eat breakfast at 11:30, but that's my lunch, so.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't think Ben eats breakfast either. I think I saw that on his Instagram.
Yeah, rarely. My parents make me eat breakfast before I play pickleball. Not practice-wise, but if I'm at a tournament, they make me eat. They force it down my throat. But I don't like breakfast, and I wish I could just, skip it every day.
You hear that? No breakfast. Me, Anna Leigh, and Ben Johns. Interesting three there.
Yeah. If my personal trainer is listening, Brandon, I'm sorry.
Oh, does he think breakfast is a
He thinks
move?
breakfast is very important, so.
Okay. How much do you, in terms of hours, how many hours a week do you work out?
Work out? 10.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What
So
do you-
Monday through Friday, I'll work out 2 hours a day.
Okay. Do you do lifting or
I do a mix of everything. I'll do some lifting, some cardio. He kind of does circuits. We'll do 10 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes of lifting. He has different days too, mobility day. Then we'll have rotational day. So it really, it just he tries to mix it up.
Okay, is that why you hit it so hard?
Maybe my rotation is just off the charts.
Yeah.
I do some plyometrics too. James does plyometrics all the time.
I do plyometrics when I miss drops.
Yeah,
I'll just miss a drop and just jump. Yeah, she doesn't really. I don't think she misses drops, so that's not really.
I don't really drop. I drive.
Yeah, I think we should do a lot of that this weekend.
Yeah, I think so
just
too. Shake and bakes.
Yeah, either one of us just drive and then crash, and that should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. So what team, I'm going to ask you a question, James.
Okay.
What MLP team are you most excited to play and least excited to play?
This is a good question. I think I'm going to ask you this too.
Okay.
I'm most excited to play BLQK because we're using Franklin balls here, and I think we're going to play BLQK in the middle of the day. So basically, if I'm ever in trouble, I'll just lob it up to Dylan, and that overhead's a reset.
Okay. Which team now are you not looking forward to playing?
I'm not looking forward to playing against... Well, I don't know if we'll actually end up playing them, but I wouldn't be looking forward to playing against JW's team if they make it through group stage. I mean, we're gonna make it.
Yeah, we are. They're
gonna make it. I don't really like playing JW because for some reason he just talks trash and it gets.
He also knows
your
game because you guys practice like all day, every day. But that should go both ways.
I know. For some reason, the more I learn about JW's game, the less I know. I just can't. It just doesn't work. Like none of my attacks really work. JW is just kind of in my head. I don't know. Yeah, he just. We'll see if that changes. But how about you?
I kind of want to play BLQK just because they won MLP so many times. I just want to like knock them off the table and be like, not this year, we're gonna win. So I feel like that's the team I'm looking forward to playing the most. Looking forward to playing the least. I don't know. I don't think I'm really scared of any MLP team this year.
Wow.
I'm just making that statement. I'm going to tweet that later today. That's a good tweet.
Not scared of any MLP team. What about the Bay Area Breakers?
That might be the one team. That's
a scary team.
What about you, James? Would you be scared to play them?
No. There's actually this, so there's this place. This is like random. We might cut this part out, but there's this lunch place that we were all going to called the Chop Shop.
Okay.
And it's like got a bunch of great food, and then all over the walls they've got these things that say like, it makes me feel good when and then you write it down on like a chalkboard. It's weird. Like it's like I don't know why they do it.
What did you write
down? But I walked in there and Mircha sent me a picture of this. Somebody wrote this down.
Okay.
I didn't see this. I didn't write this. It said, "It feels good when I make Christian Alshon hit backhand dinks." I swear it's on there. There's a picture of it. And what?
Oh my gosh.
It does feel good. It feels great.
Did you write that down too, or did you just write "I second this" and put an arrow?
I'm gonna go there today, and I'm gonna take the picture, and I'm gonna put it on my Instagram story. But I didn't write it, so if anybody.
Interesting.
But anyways, so I've got one more question, and we don't have to we might have to take this out too, because this is a little bit of a interesting topic. If you had to play men's doubles, where would you rank yourself in men's?
Who is my partner?
You and Tyson.
Me and Tyson.
Take my spot. Take my spot.
Me and Tyson. Top 10.
Top 10? Okay.
Top 10.
I like that.
Yeah.
People have said that.
Give me Ben Johns, 1 or 2.
1 or 2. You and Ben, you guys could be really good in men's too. Like, maybe win. Maybe silver.
Maybe silver?
I don't know if you guys would take out Matt and Riley, but I think you'd take out anybody else.
Me head-to-head with Riley or Matt, it's just not good for them. It's just not good. They don't want the smoke.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I definitely don't. Well, that's it. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
This has been fun, and I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go Fives.
Let's go Fives.